Chainstaff is a fantastic action run and gun with a mix of amazing progressive rock visuals, swinging and shooting, and is a great take on stage-based Metroidvania. So if you like swinging, shooting, and rocking and rolling, I think you should give this one a play. The Earth is under alien attack by a force known as the Encroachment, which is basically transforming the planet to some very badass prog rock covers. And it's up to us to lead the one-man counter-assault. Unfortunately, we also have a giant bug on our head, but it grants us amazing cool powers and the titular Chainstaff that we're going to use to shoot, jump, and swing all around. Our gameplay here is a take on the stage-based Metroidvania. Each level you'll explore looking for upgrades and the items needed to unlock new levels and progress. You have a limited number of health, and you'll be able to gain upgrades in different ways. By finding different soldiers that are hidden throughout the world, you can upgrade your tech, which allows you to get better sub-weapons and health. You can also consume them in order to gain health and gun power that way. And there are multiple endings for those of you looking to see it all in that respect. Now within each level, a big portion of the progression is that the levels are designed around at minimum 2 different paths. One path that's kind of your main route, and another one that will require you to explore or come back with an upgrade in order to unlock kind of the mid to late game unlocks and pathing. Now your Chainstaff is going to be your Bionic Commando style swing, and it feels really nice to use. When you're on the ground, you can throw it at enemies like a javelin to do massive armor piercing damage. You can also throw it into almost any surface to grab and move around on, or to act as an ever-present shield. When you're in the air, throwing it will just basically trigger the grapple. You can also grapple through enemies or onto enemies for some very crazy shenanigans that way. The difficulty of Chainstaff is going to be a little bit, I think, debatable. This is kind of like Contra, in that you run out of hit points and you're going to die, and enemies all have very lovely hitboxes to ram into you, and of course a variety of blasts. While you do get additional health/lives, you can still lose a bit of progress. And one thing that I found about the game is that the checkpointing did feel a little bit inconsistent. In some of the earlier levels, you could checkpoint like very readily. There are hard checkpoints or fast travel points that you can unlock, but the game will also give you a checkpoint before like a mini boss or the final boss. But I did have some trouble with some of the later levels, and this also has to do with the camera of the game. The camera tries to keep you in frame at all times, and when you're moving into like a set piece or a specific situation, it will sometimes lock it onto a single screen. But this makes it very difficult sometimes to spot attack something from off screen. I did run into a situation where the camera kind of got stuck in zoom, and I couldn't get to like zoom back out, and I was kind of like in this weird spot that way. If you're a run and gun fan, then anything that Chainstaff throws at you, you should be able to handle. And the game does come with a easy mode if you're looking for a little less rocking and rolling in that respect. As I said at the start, from a visual and presentation standpoint, I love the art design in this game, and some of these backgrounds just really wowed me. And while I've been talking over the music this entire review, it is really great if you like progressive rock, and the game features a very fantastic final theme that goes very hard for the finale. One other complaint that I do have that I hope gets like fixed or patched is that the map itself is very hard sometimes to read. You've probably been noticing me going to the map menu during this review a lot, and it's so zoomed out, it's sometimes hard to tell like what you're supposed to be looking at, and you don't see your character's position on the map. You have to go by landmarks in the levels. And there were a few secrets and just some general items that I think I just got really lucky in terms of finding, because I don't know how you would find it unless you're just literally like combing every inch of the levels. But these are still just more minor complaints. Chainstaff is a great action game, and if you enjoy just a visual and audio treat while blasting a lot of strange bugs and other things, I highly recommend you give this one a play. And with that, Chainstaff was played with a press key. Until your game for a future stream, video, whatnot, be sure to get in touch. And with that, thanks for watching, and see everyone for our next review coming soon. Thanks for watching, and a special thank you to our Patreon supporters. If you enjoyed the video, do the YouTubing stuff, be sure to visit our Discord and Patreon, and you're interested in more in my thoughts on design, check out my game design books.